covering the community, events, and people of Georgia, Carolina. This is the Means Report. Here is Brad Means.
Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to the Means Report. We, as always, are grateful for your time, and we promise to make the next 27 minutes well worth it, especially if you have ever or want to ever or do love someone. Love is very difficult at times, but if you know how to navigate the rough, sometimes, waters of love, you'll be much happier and healthier for it. And I can't think of a better person to talk about the topic of love and relationships than a gentleman who has just authored a book, 7 Laws of Love, filled with essential principles to make sure your relationships start off strong and stay strong indeed. And really, no matter how long you've been together, these laws can benefit you. Also, people will go to great depths to prove their love or to just show what love is. And we always try to leave you on an upbeat note on the Means Report. And so later in the broadcast, we're going to have stories that prove how far people will go in the name of love. And I'm telling you, Marlena Wilson, our executive producer, has picked some good ones. So keep it tuned for that. But this first segment, you'll find, I think, uplifting as well, too. Dave Willis is no stranger to the Means Report. He is back again on our set to talk about his new book, The 7 Laws of Love. He's a pastor, an author, a blogger, a ubiquitous presence on the World Wide Web. Dave, thanks for being back.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Brad.
Anytime, anytime. I want to talk a lot about this book. I know that we won't get to everything because we don't have a ton of time together, but you have an opportunity in your lines of work to interact with a lot of couples. How are couples doing these days? What's the state of couplehood in the CSRA and indeed in the world? Are we doing okay?
We're doing okay. I mean, love is going strong. Love is an important part of life for all of us. But there are some habits that I think that we're taking on kind of culturally without even realizing we're taking on negative habits just because it's a result of the culture in which we live. It's kind of like a fish in the ocean doesn't know he's wet. It's just the only world that he knows.
Yeah.
And so in our relationships, we take on these ideas about the way relationships should work that aren't always the best ideas. And so really the book is an idea to point us back to those timeless truths that if we apply them now, will make our relationships even better.
One of those timeless truths can be found in the first chapter of your book, and it's the importance of the 3 words, I love you. It seems that probably this is culturally driven. We are always chasing the next shiny thing, the next best thing, and in many times that could mean the next best person. You take the words I love you extremely seriously, don't you?
Well, I do. I think that all of us should. I mean, we shouldn't just throw it around casually. I throw the word love around way too casually. I love ice cream, which I do, by the way. It's
Me
just
too.
amazing. I love this, I love that. But when we're looking at a person and saying, I love you, what we're really saying more than anything is I'm committed to you. We're not just expressing our current feelings because love is so much more than just a feeling. Because if our relationships are just based on feelings, then it's fickle and it's always changing. And so there's no solid foundation for the relationship. And love and relationships in general, marriage especially, it's far too important to be based on a relationship that's changing. And so the first chapter and the first law is simply that love requires commitment, and the strength of our commitment will always determine the strength of our relationship.
For the young people who are watching, who are dating, who are perhaps bouncing around from relationship to relationship, should they hold back on the I love you part as long as they can?
Well, I'm not saying you should hold back as long as you can.
But you have to know that commitment.
You just have to know what you're saying. You
Yeah.
have to say, when you're saying it, it isn't just I like you a lot. It isn't just I think you're really pretty, even though all of that might be part of it. But what you're saying more than anything is I want a shared future with you. And I want you to know that you can count on me. When you say that to a friend, when you say it to your child, when you say it to anyone, what you're really saying is you can count on me. I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to choose to love you even on the days I struggle to like you. And you're going to do the same for me. Because that's what love is. We give the best of ourselves to somebody else, regardless of if they're at their best or they're at their worst, because we're committed to that person, and our commitment to them is bigger than their flaws. It's bigger than the days they're having a bad day. And they do the same for us, because people usually need love the most in the days they deserve it the least. I know that's true for me. When I'm like least lovable, that's usually the days when I actually need it the most.
It's so true. Dave's book is The 7 Laws of Love. It's got a strong biblical foundation, scripture interwoven throughout the entire piece. And you talk about God's selfless sacrifice that He made for us. He gave us His Son, and you compare that to the sacrifice that's needed in a relationship. I struggled with that, and I'll struggle with another part I'll tell you about in a minute. How much do we need to give up of ourselves in the name of a good relationship?
That's a great question. And yes, Jesus set a very high standard, and he's the one that calls us to do that. He said, all right, I'm laying down my life for you. Mm-hmm. And then specifically, he says, now I want you to go and love in this kind of way. I want you to, husbands, love your wives the way that I've loved you. And that is a tall order when you're willing to lay down your life for somebody. Now, we lay down our life for somebody, but that doesn't mean we lose our identity in the process.
Right.
And I think that, that's a great question. Do we lose our own identity in the process? No, we're the person we're created to be, and the relationship, that other person should never change you into somebody that you're not, or make you feel like you've got to put on a mask or play a role that's other than the person that God created you to be. But what that relationship will do, if we're really loving the way that we should, is it will bring out the very best of ourselves. It'll bring out the best in us, parts of us we didn't even know were there, and it will also bring out the best in the other person as well.
You talk about the importance, and this is something that I just had a big issue with, not because I don't like to be truthful, but because I wondered again, just with sacrifice, how far you needed to go. Love speaks truth. One of the laws that you mentioned, do we always have to tell the full truth to our spouse or our significant other, or can I hang my hat on your TKN recommendation, which is true, kind, and necessary? As long as it's those three things, we're good. Can't we hold some stuff back? Sometimes the whole truth is bad.
Well, the true, kind, and necessary is a good litmus test there. Because, again, when God talks about speaking the truth, love is always attached. We need to speak the truth in love. And so you might say something that's technically right, like, that, honey, that dress is ugly. You might say, it might be technically to you right, but you're going to get in trouble. There's no love there. You can be technically true and still wrong if you say it without love. And so say the things that are true, kind, and necessary. And specifically in a marriage relationship, talk about the importance of not having secrets. That really, I think secrecy is one of the greatest enemies of intimacy, especially in marriage. And just, it's toxic when we talk to couples that'll have these, hidden bank accounts the other doesn't know about, or hidden cell phone the other doesn't know about, or you find yourself doing things, spending money, having conversations that you hope your spouse never finds out about. And the moment you start going down that track, it's so devastating, and you're just crumbling that foundation of trust. And every strong relationship is built on a foundation of trust.
I thought it was powerful when you referenced the power of fear and how it can really hurt, cripple a relationship because you're just afraid to be all in. But going back to the power of love, you say it can conquer that. How do we get that conquering to start? How do we open that door?
Well, it requires some vulnerability at first. Mm-hmm. And I think that part of the fear in us is that most of us have had something in our lives, someone in our lives that hurt us, somebody that should have protected us, that said they were going to be there for us, maybe all the way back in childhood, that they didn't show up when they said they would, or their words or their actions harmed us, and that caused us to start putting some walls up around our heart, and we carry that baggage into our current relationships, and we have a fear of reliving that. We have a fear of that same rejection that we felt, that same sting that we felt. And so it causes us to not want to be vulnerable to this other person. But the truth is, love can't exist without vulnerability. And by loving this person, you're also giving them the ability to hurt you. And they're doing the same for you. And it causes this mutual vulnerability that is scary at first. But once you realize that you can trust each other, and once you realize that you're there for each other, what it does is it takes that fear that's inside all of us, that insecurity, that brokenness, and it starts to chase it away. And the more of that love that you invite into your heart, that both the love that God has for us and the love He calls us to have for each other, then the less room there is for fear. Because really, fear occupies the part of our hearts and our minds where faith is supposed to live and where love is supposed to live. So the more of those good things that we invite in, the less room there is for the fear and insecurity that all of us struggle with.
Tell me if you've encountered this in your work with couples. The things that you've talked about, the laws you've outlined so far of love, sound like they're easier for women to do than men.
Well, I do think there are certain aspects of relationships that come more naturally.
They're just softer.
Well, women are tougher, I think. I've watched Ashley give birth to our son. She is by far tougher than me.
True.
I whine when I get a headache. She is just a tough person.
But they're talkers and they're emotional and they want to do some of the things that you've mentioned, whereas sometimes guys just want to be very quiet and communicate things in about 4 or 5 words.
Well, it is true, but I think for both men and for women, kind of the beauty of what God intended with marriage is that both of us, even though we're very different, it's not that one of our perspectives is right and one is wrong. It's that He made us both exactly how we're meant to be so that we could come together and we could both step outside of our comfort zone for the sake of the other ones. And so that means that we're going to have to approach our wife, or wives, we're going to have to approach our husband in ways that might be a little bit outside of our comfort zone, because in doing so, we're really serving that person, and we're saying, I want to meet you on comfortable ground for you. And, you know, I've got all these words that I want to share. I know that your way of communication might be a little different. We agree that communication is important, so we've got to find a way to do it that works for both of us. And figuring out that rhythm, that harmony, is a beautiful and important part of a relationship. And as you work through that together, and as you kind of mutually submit to one another, it creates just a great, great rhythm in the relationship.
You talk about the grace that love can offer in your book, The 7 Laws of Love. And one of the things that I thought would be extremely difficult, but if you can pull it off, it'd be great. Forgive instantly. Forgive instantly. And then you say slowly build back trust.
Right.
Take me through that process about how in the moment, when you're hurt, when you're mad, you got to let it go.
You do, and this is so, so hard. And this isn't just my advice. I mean, this is God's timeless plan for how to move through broken trust and how to forgive. Forgiveness and trust are two different things. That's the first thing we have to understand. And sometimes when we're saying, I can't forgive that person, what we're really meaning is, I don't trust them yet, and because I don't trust them, I can't forgive them. But forgiveness and trust, like I said, they're two different things, because forgiveness you can't earn. It can only be given. That's what grace is. We never earn forgiveness. Grace is a free gift, but trust is the opposite. Trust can't be given, it can only be earned. We earn it through the consistency of our actions and our words over a period of time. So when someone wrongs you, even somebody that you love, you know, a spouse, a close friend, a loved one, give your forgiveness instantly, because what that's really doing is it's taking away the bitterness that's going to take root in your heart if you hold on to a grudge. You know, it's been said, holding a grudge is like drinking poison and then hoping the other person dies. So really, when God calls us to forgive, it's not just for their sake, it's really for our sake, so we don't go through life with bitterness. And when you forgive, you're not saying it didn't matter what you did. You're not saying it didn't hurt. All you're saying is, I care about you enough to pursue healing in this relationship instead of punishment. And I'm going to create the opportunity for trust to be rebuilt here so that we can move forward. Because you don't have to trust someone in order to forgive them, but you do have to forgive them in order to make trust possible again.
So that forgiveness, that instant forgiveness, if you're able to pull it off, can help you get back to the day-to-day parts of the relationship, you know, going through life together. But in the back of your mind, you're still thinking, I don't fully trust you yet.
Right.
And you just work on that as you go.
Right, and you work on the fact that there are real wounds in both of you that need to be healed is a part of that. Because when you've had your trust broken, you've had your heart broken, as all of us know, we've all been there, there's a real woundedness that takes place. But until forgiveness truly happens, none of the wounds in the relationship can heal until that first step of forgiveness. Both the broken trust to start healing and also the broken hearts to start healing. Forgiveness is what makes both of those begin to happen.
Love lives forever. And this again goes back to the love of Jesus, that his love is eternal. How can love be forever for us mere mortals?
You know, that is a great question. I think that it's in all of us. You know, the Bible says God's put eternity in our hearts. Even in the love stories we see, I mean, one of the biggest love stories in recent years about a girl who is trying to decide between a werewolf and a vampire that both live forever. It's like, as cheesy as that is, we're all drawn to this love story idea that lives beyond us, that keeps going beyond time. And that's actually something that God put in our heart. And the love that we have here on earth is something that can live on in eternity. The Bible says 3 things last forever: faith, hope, and love, and the greatest of these is love. And so love, our relationships, the love we have for God and for others, it's really one part of this life that we can actually take with us into heaven. And it'll look different and it'll look perfect there, but it is something that truly does live forever. And I'd share some stories, some inspiring stories to give a glimpse of what that looks like in the book.
The stories that you share chapter by chapter are great, and it's, you know, I love how the book is laid out. Dave will state the law of love that he's going to talk about, and then have the stories in the scripture to back it up. Probably my last question. You don't ever want couples to give up, do you? And throw in the towel.
No, I've always said a perfect marriage is just 2 imperfect people who refuse to give up on each other. And I've interacted with so many couples who are so much farther along than Ashley and I are. I mean, they've been married 50, 60 years, still act like teenagers in love. And what I see in them, it isn't that they never had a reason to get divorced. It's just that their commitment to each other was always bigger than their reasons for getting divorced. And as they worked through each struggle that life threw their way, they actually came out stronger on the other side by learning to fight for each other instead of against each other.
And I have to send a quick message to my fellow parents out there. If you put all your energy into the raising of the children, the marriage part can be excluded, can't it? And then you're just left when the kids are gone with not much, right? You can't be totally child-centered.
You can't, or else you're going to have an empty nest and an empty marriage at the same time. You know, one of the best gifts you can give your children is the security that comes from letting them see a mom and dad in a loving, committed marriage. You know, model for them the kind of marriage that actually makes them want to grow up and get married someday instead of running away from the idea of marriage. And that's one of the best gifts you can give to your kids.
Dave Willis, 7 Laws of Love. I'm telling you, it's not a super long book, but it's super powerful. You can get it just about anywhere. Just Google 7 Laws of Love and Dave's name and his book and how to order it will come up. You can also find it in bookstores, Barnes & Noble and others. Best of luck with it. It really is a solid book, and I congratulate you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely.